Good morning students. Today I am going to discuss about the methods how to control fire. So how we can control fire? There are the different methods. So method of extinguishment are number 1 cooling. So cooling is done with the help of water. Number 2 smothering. That means to reduce, to cut off the percentage of oxygen, that is done by using the fire extinguisher, the blanket, etc. And finally the starvation means to remove the fuels or to remove the combustible materials. So come to page number 82, in which we will discuss about the methods to control fire. So in the last paragraph it is written the methods to control fire. So what are the methods you will discuss? So uncontrolled fire leads a lot of destruction to human life and property also. So when fire causes not only damage the properties but it also destruct the human life. So it is very essential to understand the various ways to control fires. So what are the different ways by which we can control fire? Let's come to page number 83. So in page number 83, it is written about the water. First of all, water is the most common fire extinguisher and it cools down many combustible substance. So water is the most combustible and it cools down many combustible substance. And the water vapor surrounds the combustible substance and cut off the supply of air. So water can be used to put the fire which is caused by paper and wood. So remember, water is a common fire extinguisher, but it only extinguishes the fire caused by paper and wood. But it cannot be used to put the fire which is caused by oil, petrol and diesel and kerosene, because oil, petrol, they are lighter than water and they floats on water. That means water is not effective to put off the fire caused by the oil, petrol and the kerosene. And also, water should not be used to put out fire caused by electrical equipments also, as water is a good conductor of electricity and thus can lead to electrocution, that means electric shock, due to which a person can die or even some serious injuries takes place. So water is not only used in the fire caused by the oil, petrol and kerosene, but it is also very dangerous to use in the fire caused by the electrical equipments. Next, soda acid fire extinguisher. What is soda acid fire extinguisher? It is formed by the reaction between baking soda and the sulfuric acid. So when baking soda is added in sulfuric acid, then soda acid fire extinguisher is formed, and that leads to the formation of carbon dioxide and water. This carbon dioxide and water combines and they act as an extinguisher, and they are used in to put off the fire that are caused by oil and petrol. So fire caused by oil and petrol, in which the soda acid fire extinguisher are used, because carbon dioxide is heavier than oxygen and covers the combustible substance as a blanket and thus cut off the contact between the air or oxygen and the combustible substance. So carbon dioxide present in soda acid fire extinguisher acts as an extinguisher, it acts as a blanket, because you all know that carbon dioxide is used as a is used as a fire extinguisher. So it is also used to extinguish the fire caused by electrical equipments also, because it does not conduct electricity. That means it is a bad conductor of electricity and there is no danger of electrocution. So soda acid fire extinguishers are used to extinguish the fire caused by oil and petrol, kerosene, as well as the fire caused by the electrical equipments. Now next is the carbon dioxide cylinder. See here the carbon dioxide cylinder. So this is the carbon dioxide cylinder. So here the carbon dioxide is not present in the gaseous form, but it is stored in the liquid form under high pressure. And when they release, They release in the form of vapors and expand enormously in volume, and then they extinguish fire by cutting off the air supply and also by bringing down the temperature of the combustible substances. That means the carbon dioxide cylinder contains the carbon dioxide in the liquid form under high pressure, and when they release in the form of vapors, and they expand, and they not only cut off the fire but also they cool down the temperature of the combustible substances. That is about the cylinder, carbon dioxide cylinder. Next is by using a blanket. Do you know what is blanket? Blanket is a thick cotton or what woolen, we say as the woolen blanket, which is specially used in winter season. So when a person's clothes catches fire, when a person clothes catches fire, in that case blanket should be wrapped around that person's, because blankets acts as an fire cut to cut off the fire extinguisher. So blankets are used to cut off the fire caused by the by when a person catches the fire in its clothes. So blankets should be wrapped around the body to cut off the air and therefore extinguishes the fire. So that means blankets are also used to cut off the percentage of oxygen. Even the sand is used to cut off the fire caused by the oil or petrol or even by the electrical equipments. So there are the different ways, methods by which we can extinguish the fire. But the most common one is water, then the soda acid fire extinguisher, carbon dioxide gas cylinders, blankets. So these are the ways by which we can extinguish fire. Even we can remove, if we remove the fuels or the combustible substances, we can remove the fire. So that is about the methods to control the fire. Come to the checkpoint. Why blow out a candle? So we can blow out a candle because when we blow out a candle, we are releasing a lot of air, and that air comes in great speed along with vapors, and that cut off the fuel, the contact between the fuels and the candle wax vapors to produce the flame, and that's why the flame get what burned off, they get extinguished, the fire extinguished due to the air when we blow from our mouth. So that is about the answer 1. Now question number 2, which gas is essential for combustion? Which gas is essential? Oxygen. So oxygen gas is very essential for combustion. That's all.